Today we're gonna get this $800 abandoned BMW running again. And it's not gonna be easy, so let's get started. Our friend Sam has a sweet V12 7 Series that he's working on, but he needed some parts. So he went out and picked this parts car up. This is our friend Sam. He's a big BMW aficionado. He's got all kinds of cool Beamers. And this is his V12 750i, and that's the reason why we're gonna be using the parts car for parts for this one.
Yeah, so this is a 2000 750iL Euro import that I bought on Marketplace. It's a bad decision. And it's pretty cool. It's loaded up for the year, so it's got all the options you could get for 750 at that year. It's got tray tables and lighted headrest, inlaid wood trim, full leather interior, rear armrest controls, all the shit that you'd want for this car. If you were a diplomat 2000, you wanted to roll around in style. And it's a security model, so it's lightly armored for like break-ins, things like that. It's not bulletproof, it's not a protection. It doesn't have a sunroof for any E38 people that know anything. Lightly armored, you can't break the windows with like a bat or something if you tried. V12 obviously, and needed some things off of that 740, so it's cheaper to just buy a whole car because these cars aren't worth anything.
Okay, first up, just looking at it, it's missing a lot of pieces, like the grills and the turn signals and the front bumper's all banged up, and there's dents and dings and plenty of scratches. Cosmetically, this car is clearly a mess, like this. The main thing that this car's got going for it, these wheels are easily worth the $800 price tag of this car. Okay, let's talk about what makes this car so special. Other than it being a 7 Series and it being the epitome of luxury, you've got a beautiful V8 engine, and who doesn't like a good V8 engine? I don't know if it starts, I don't know if it runs, I don't know if it's blown a rod or what's going on, I don't know if the tranny's blown, but we are going to try to figure out how to make it run. Quite frankly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but we'll figure it out on the way. First things first, let's check if it's got oil. It's leaking oil, which means it's got oil, so I think we're good there. Gotta check to see if this thing has power, and I know it's in the trunk, so let's go find it. And let's take a look at all the goodies in the trunk. I mean, we got the engine cover, some more interior panels, we got a complete door trim card. There's that airbox that was missing. And the battery's right there. I'm gonna set up the multimeter. I'm gonna test the voltage. Yeah, dude, we're only getting like 1.2 volts. So this thing's pretty much toast. So we're gonna have to get a new battery. So let me pull this one out. Okay. And there we go. Oh, looks like there's half a CD. Half a Devil's film. Oh, that's not a CD. That's a porno. All right, we got the new Super Start. We'll just throw that in here. This thing's fucking heavy, dude. All right, we got the battery and the terminals are tight. Now, this car probably has a draw, and this battery's probably not gonna last that long, but theoretically, should crank now, hopefully. Okay, it's time to see if we get anywhere. Basically, I know it looks bad. This car has been deeply, deeply beat, and part of the reason why it was so cheap is that it looks like a bunch of homeless people had a bunch of orgies in it. In the process, someone tampered with the key. As you can see, it looks like some crazy person on PCP started gnawing on everything and just tore it apart. So the only way to really start this car is with a good old screwdriver. We got a snap-on one right here, which is probably worth more than the car itself. We got power. Is it gonna be this easy? Nope, and I didn't think so.
You fully crank it?
Yeah, I just cranked it, nothing. Clearly, as you can see from this gaping hole in the steering column, someone's fucked with it, which probably enabled some kind of safe mode that prevents you from driving the car. Now, this car isn't stolen. We've already ran all the reports and everything. There's clear information and ownership and all that stuff. So it's not stolen, but at some point, maybe someone started fucking with it. And as a result, it's like in its like fail-safe mode, which usually 9 times out of 10, that means that there's no way you're gonna get it started. But we have a few tricks up our sleeve and we may be able to crack into it. Okay, we got the computer plugged in. We got our program up here. We got all of our German words like Manipulationsschutz and Verschungung, Spannung, whatever the fuck. I don't speak German. Okay, we're plugged in and we're basically scanning codes right now, seeing what's wrong with the car. And like I said, basically I was correct. The security system is on right now, and what we got to do is do a security delete. That way we can actually start the car. Guys, I'm a trained professional. Don't try this at home. The only reason I know this stuff is from watching YouTube videos, so hopefully I don't break anything in the process. Okay, I'm basically flashing the security system, trying to wipe it from the car. Can a dumbass like me figure this out? We will find out. I'm hoping this works because I really want to hear that V8 roar. Okay, flashing's done. Everything worked, I think. So now we gotta fuck with some wires and see if we can get this thing cranking.
Okay, now we're under the hood, and what we need to do is access the DME to do some splicing. So I'm gonna take this cover off. All right, just got the box out. And basically there's a few wires here that I gotta twist together. I've stripped a few wires and I tangled these two together to completely bypass the security system. That way, fingers crossed, we should be able to go in the car and crank this motor now. Don't laugh, dude. Okay, now that we're good over here, we got one more thing to do in the interior before we can start it up. Okay, last but not least, there's one pin underneath the dash that we have to ground for the security system to completely be turned off. And we're gonna use a pair of some handy dandy vice grips to do the job. So we're just gonna go like this. There's the pin. I already pulled it out. And boom, this car should be able to start right now. Some pretty crazy stuff we're doing.
Okay, we got our handy dandy key set right here. And is it gonna work? Okay. There we go. It worked. I mean, it's dead, but it worked. Holy cow, I know this looks really easy and simple, guys, but we spent like 10 hours on forums to figure this out. Yeah. We accomplished the hardest part. We bypassed the security system, but for some reason it's dying really fast. Let's check the MAF sensor. Okay guys, basic car knowledge. To get a car to start, you need compression, spark, and fuel. We clearly have compression, we clearly have spark, and we clearly have fuel to some degree because it started for a second. Now it died instantly, which leads me to believe that something important, maybe electronical, is fucked up. So instantly I'm going to the MAF sensor because these things are absolute bitches. They love to just cause cars to die. So I unplugged this, I'm looking at it. Sometimes it's as simple as unplugging it, blowing on it, and pushing it back in. You could try that, see if that made a difference. What's this? This is unplugged. Looks like some kind of vacuum line. That probably shouldn't be like that. Maybe we could cap it, see if that makes a difference. This thing is not plugged in, which should be plugged in. This looks like a TPS sensor, but does that go? Yeah, that should go. Oh, there you go. It's at an angle. Yeah, that connector's a little fucked up. Maybe we need to put a zip tie on it or something, but it's probably gonna come loose again. So we could try cranking it again. We need to put a cap on this, see if that makes a difference. So let's try it. Sensor's plugged back in. There's that one vacuum line that looks a little bit suspicious. So I'm guessing that's what it's gonna be. So let's see what happens.
No way.
Damn, dude. This fucking thing works. I didn't think we were gonna actually figure it out. I'm in shock right now. Like, there's no way that my dumbass actually figured this out. Here, let's go look at the engine. This line doesn't really matter. Maybe it was one of these sensors, probably the TPMS, or the TPS, but damn guys, it works. Holy cow. Now, here's the big question. Does it have a blown tranny? We will find out.
Okay, I absolutely can't believe we got this thing running. I'm super excited to go drive it. One thing I want to get done before we go drive it is if you look back in the engine, there's like 2 exposed nipples for the heater, and that's just gonna absolutely dump coolant onto the ground while we drive, and I don't want this thing to overheat. So it looks like someone got real happy and excited with a bunch of hose clamps. I'm gonna see if I can undo these and correctly install them. Okay, so I took out this unnecessary T that was in there, replumbed the hose clamps, tighten them. Now we just gotta add some fluids and get on the road. Ready for this mount right here? Oh, no, sorry.
Okay, we're in the car and it's actually moving, which is amazing. The transmission is shifting, maybe a little bit harshly, but it is moving. The car is stopping. So it's basically a running and driving car, and it's got V8 torque.
And a fuck transmission.
Yeah, the transmission is slipping, but you know, a few tranny problems,
Suspension's
nothing.
great.
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean,
Yeah. It is burnout capable, which is amazing.
Damn, dude. Even though this is a parts car, this thing is pretty dope. This thing is fun. With 170 plus thousand
This
miles.
car is no longer a parts car. It was a parts car. It has now been upgraded to a legal burnout machine.
Now we have to go buy another parts car to get the parts car to work.
Yeah. No, it's honestly a pretty solid car. It's actually, minus the fact that this door is missing, it's not too uncomfortable.
The sun visors are missing.
This
Yeah,
thing
it's,
other than the fact it's a complete pile of shit, it's not a complete pile of shit.
You know, we've had worse. I think we could take this to Vegas and back.
This would probably make it to Vegas and back.
I hear something hissing though.
It hasn't overheated.
It's probably hissing out some vacuum lines, no big deal.
The solution is to turn up the radio.
I don't think it works.
We got electrical tape on the steering wheel.
This is my favorite station.
Oh, I love static. This is an angle grinder.
It's the best.
Yeah, I mean, this car is being held together by absolute hopes and dreams, but it drives, which makes this an absolute success.
We got all kinds of goodies in here. What the fuck is this? We have a bullet.
Oh, that's an unused
A
bullet.
hollow tip bullet.
Bullets in a porno.
Bullets in a porno. This is a pimp mobile. We don't have a glove box, so
I don't have a center vent. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
no center vent.
Oh, did I not tighten the hose clamp enough? Oops. Oops.
Lenny.
I don't think I tightened the hose clamp enough. Is that where it's coming from?
Yeah,
Or is there another hose?
oh, the one next to it is loose.
Oh, no. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's hot. Radiator's hot. Good to know. Here, let me light the keys. Ooh, this one's from lower. It's a little loosey-goosey. It's fine. It's like a smoke screen.
Some James
So
Bond
basically a
type
James
shit,
Bond car now.
I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. I'm actually shocked that we actually figured this out. But it just goes to show what some people see as junk or just a few $100 worth of a car or a giant paperweight, degenerates like ourselves see as a fun toy. And this is a certified burnout machine. It's a luxury car. Sure, it's not perfect. Sure, it's really a parts car, but just fucking around with certain wires and getting your hands dirty, and you may be able to get yourself a running car for dirt cheap. Huge shout out to Sam for letting us fuck around with this car. It's been a blast. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.